दिसते तुमचं प्रेझेंटेशन
दिसते.
दिसते.
ओके ओके सर.
समीर आवाज येतोय का रे? समीर आता बंद करा मॅडम, नंतर तुम्हाला सांगितलं.
हो.
स्टॉप.
होय ओके.
समीर आवाज येतोय काय? तुम्ही लॅपटॉपवर जॉईन झालात ना मॅडम?
हो.
व्हेरी गुड. Today we are assembled here online for the PhD Viva of Sunita Telsinge madam, who has worked under Dr. J.S. Patil sir, who is principal in one of the colleges affiliated to Shivaji University Kolhapur in Swami Shikshan Samstha. Today we have Professor Subhash Patil as an external referee, and one more referee who examined thesis of Telsinge madam, that was Dr. Rajendra Dhane from Dharwad. So far as the work done by Telsinge madam is concerned, she has worked on Women in Cooperative Credit, a case study of Hatkanangle Taluka, under the guidance of Dr. J.S. Patil sir. On behalf of the Shivaji University, on behalf of the Department of Economics, I extend a very warm welcome to one and all who have been joined. So far as the nature of today's Viva is concerned, Sunita Telsinge madam, in brief 20 to 25 minutes, will present her abstract of thesis submitted to Shivaji University. Then the questions posed by another external referee, that is Dr. Dhane, those will be posed before Telsinge madam. She will answer and defend them. Some research students have also joined. They will also ask questions to today's scholar. And after that, Dr. Subhash Patil from SNDT University, Pune, he will present his observations on the thesis which has been examined by Dr. Subhash Patil. And in the end, Dr. J.S. Patil, he will propose a vote of thanks and the Viva will be over. Now, without spending or wasting much time, because it's on online Viva, all of us know how the nature remains of it. May I invite Sunita Telsinge madam to present her summary or abstract of the thesis. Once again, I extend all those who participated for today's Viva. Over to you, Telsinge madam. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon and welcome all. My research study on women in cooperative credit, a case study of Hatkanangle Taluka. Let's start with little information about my research work. Traditionally, whenever in India have been deprived of equal and social economic, Nikhil, हे काढ नाही. 1 minute, sir. काढूनच टाक. Traditionally, whenever in India have been deprived of equal social and economic status, and they have been striving for their socio-economic empowerment. India has a large and diverse cooperative credit movement in which women has an ample scope to play a significant role. To a large extent, their active involvement in cooperative credit movement can fulfill the objective of their socio-economic empowerment. In accordance with the research topic, the 5 types of cooperative credit societies operating in Hatkanangle Taluka are selected, and 3 categories of women, namely women directors, women employees, women members, have been selected for the study.
Continue, madam.
Statement,
Continue.
statement of problem. It is true that women active participation in cooperative credit would lead them to become economically self-development and improve their status in society. However, it needs minute exploration as to how far women in the rural area like Hatkanangle Taluka are participating actively in cooperative credit societies, and to what extent their participation has helped to improve their socio-economic condition. On this background, the present research work is undertaken and captioned as Women Cooperative Credit, a case study of Hatkanangle Taluka. Attempts are made to address the pertinent research questions. First question is, what motivates the women in Hatkanangle Taluka to participate in cooperative credit societies, and what are the modes there which they? Second question is, how actively enterprisingly to the participate in the governance of cooperative credit societies. Third one is, how is their socioeconomic status affected due to participation. Fourth question is, what prohibits them from participating in cooperative credit societies. Fifth question is, how conductive environment is provided for their participation. And sixth one, how far are they satisfied with participation in cooperative credit societies and feel that their socioeconomic status has been improved. Objectives of my study. The overall objectives of the study is to assess the role of women in cooperative credit societies, and its specific objectives are: first objective is to study the demographic characteristics of women participating in cooperative credit societies in the Hatkanangle Taluka, and second objective is to examine the magnitude of active participation of women in cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka. Third objective is to outline of factors motivating women to participation in cooperative credit societies. Fourth objective is to find out the impact of participation of women in cooperative credit societies on their socio-economic status. Fifth objective is to analyze women's opinion about their empowerment through participation in cooperative credit societies. Next one is to evaluate the satisfaction level of women participated in cooperative credit societies in the study area. To trace the barriers to women's participation in cooperative credit societies in the study area. This is the last objective. Framework of data analysis in the light of the objective of the study that covers various aspects of women participation in cooperative credit societies. The data were arranged in 8 parts for the sake of systematic analysis. First part is demographic profile of respondents. Second part is participation of women in cooperative credit societies. Third part is impact of participation on economic status of women. Fifth part is impact of participation on social status of women. Fifth part is women empowerment through participation in cooperative credit societies. Next one is women empowerment, their empowerment and their satisfaction on participation in cooperative credit societies. Seventh part is barriers to women participation in cooperative credit societies. Eighth part is problem of women in participating in cooperative credit societies. Hypothesis of the study: the economic of the economic status of women has improved after their participation in cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka. Second hypothesis is the participation of women in cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka has positively affected their social status. Third hypothesis is the women in different cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka hold the different opinion about their empowerment through their participation in cooperative credit societies. And fourth objective is there is no significant difference in satisfaction level of women directors, women employees, and women members about their participation across sample cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka. Research methodology: the present study is the calendar year 2018 and 2019. Sample design: as the present study analyzed the data relating to women's participation in cooperative credit societies, it's in variable divided into two parts, and the sample were selected accordingly. First part is selected of cooperative credit societies. On 30th March 2018, there were 457 cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka, from which 209 were selected as sample by applying Taro-Amini formula of probability sampling. And second part is selected of women respondents. I have selected 1,343 respondents. Sample cooperative credit societies. In the Hatkanangle Taluka, 5 types of cooperative credit societies operating, and 132 multi-purpose cooperative credit societies, and sample societies are 60. Its percentage to total 45.45. Total 15 urban cooperative banks and 7 sample societies. Its percentage to total 46.67. Total 57 wage earners cooperative credit societies, and sample societies are 26, percentage to total 45.61. Total 148 rural cooperative credit societies. Sample societies are 68, and its percentage to total 45.95. 105 urban cooperative credit societies and 48 sample societies. 45.71 percentage to total. Sample women respondents selected from cooperative credit societies in these 5 cooperative credit societies. I have categorized women respondents in 3 groups. Um, First is women directors, second employees, and third one is women members. I have selected 2 women each from directors and employees category, and 4 from members category. Total amount to 8 per society. Thus, the total sample of women are 1,672. However, during the data collection, some societies are found having no some women directors and no having no some women employees. Therefore, 1,343 respondents selected instead of 1,672. I have seen shown in last column total of women respondents from each cooperative credit societies, and last row in the last row there are a total of sample of women respondents each category. Scope of the study, geographical scope. The present study is based on primary data collected through sample survey. The sample survey was confined to Hatkanangli Taluka. Chronological scope. The chronological scope of the study is restricted to the calendar year 2018 and 2019, as it is imperative to wait at least for the period of 2 years to understand the variation between the economic characteristics of women participation in cooperative credit societies. Analytical scope. The analytical scope is limited to the analysis of data collection through questionnaire used for women directors, women members, and women employees of the cooperative credit societies operating in the Hatkanangle Taluka. I have focused on active participation of women, their socioeconomic status, women empowerment, and their satisfaction level. Data sources, primary data corresponding to the nature of the study. Both primary as well as secondary data have been used for the primary data collection have used a questionnaire. The primary data were collected from sample respondents, is that the women participating in sample cooperative credit societies as directors, employees, and members. The secondary data of cooperative credit societies were collected by personally visiting to cooperative credit societies. I have selected 30 women for pilot study, 10 from each category. I've used these tools for data analysis and hypothesis testing. First is descriptive statistics. This tool is used for analysis of demographic profile of women participating in cooperative societies from the sound base. Participation index, it is used for to know the extent of women's participation. Chi-square stress, it is applied to examine the relationship between socioeconomic profile and women's participation in cooperative credit societies. Kendall Tau is used to understand the rank correlation between women directors and women employees, women directors and women members, and women employees and women members. Kruskal Wallis test is applied to know whether there is difference between the rank correlation of three samples together, namely women directors, women employees, and women members. Parity test used for to understand whether there is difference between socioeconomic status of women before and after joining cooperative credit societies. Gini coefficient, it was used to measure the extent in inequality in the distribution of income amongst the women in cooperative credit societies of Hatkanangle Taluka before and after their participation. Garrett ranking, this test is applied to analyze the rank. One way ANOVA, it is applied to explain the difference in women's participation in cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka. And last one is Pearson correlation coefficient, is used along with to examine the influence of demographic characteristics of women in on their participation in cooperative credit societies. Chapter scheme. First chapter is introduction and research methodology. Second chapter on profile of Hatkanangle Taluka. Third chapter is review of literature. Fourth chapter is participation of women in cooperative credit societies. Chapter fifth, impact of participation in cooperative credit societies on socio-economic status of women. And sixth, women empowerment and their satisfaction on participation in cooperative credit societies. And last is finding conclusions and suggestions. This is profile of Hatkanangle Taluka. Age of sample cooperative credit societies. This is about the age-wise profile of sample cooperative credit societies. 100 out of 209 societies is that 48% fall the age group of 60 to 50 years. And the special thing to mention here is that three multi purpose cooperative credit societies and one rural cooperative credit societies are above 100 years old. Women membership in sampled cooperative credit societies of Hatkanangle Taluka. This table shows the percentage of the women members in the total members of selected societies. It can be seen that urban cooperative credit societies have highest proportion of women members, is that 30.43%, and urban cooperative banks have the lowest proportion of women membership. In all, there is around 20% women members in all selected cooperative societies. Review of literature. Total 46 reviews on cooperative credit institutions, and total 25 reviews are on women empowerment through cooperative credit societies, and total 7 reviews are pertaining to women in cooperative credit societies. Relevant to various dimension of the topic in all 72 reviews were taken, and after their scrutiny, the methodological, geographical, and chronological gap was found. Part first, demographic characteristics of sample respondents. In this part, 10 different demographic characteristics of sample women respondents are studied. I have here seen on the screen. First is age group of respondents, second religions, third one is social category, education level, family types of respondents, marital status, occupation of respondents, place of residence, family size of respondents, earning members in the family. Second part is women participation in cooperative credit society. Participation index is the unique part of my study. Women, after data collection, it was found that women directors in urban cooperative credit societies have more actively participated in their governance than the women directors in other cooperative credit societies, which is revealed by the highest participation index of 243.13. Second, women employees in rural cooperative credit societies have comparatively more genuinely participated in their governance than the other cooperative credit societies, which is revealed by highest participation index of 324.15. Third, urban cooperative bank have more actively participated in their governance. The women members in other cooperative credit societies are revealed by the highest participation index of 291.3. It is just a graphical presentation of what are have seen earlier. Part third, impact of participation on economic status of women. Another most important part of my study is to examine the impact of participation and economic status of women. As regards economical status, in all four variables are stated. One is the income, then expenditure, savings, and investment, both of personal level and family level. Three category of women are covered: income, expenditure, savings, and investment before and after their joining. Impact of participation of social status of women. Now in this part, impact of social status of women is studied. for that 15 variables are considered, and in terms of their percentage score and rank, the magnitude of impact of studied, it is presented in this table. Fifth part is women empowerment through cooperative through participation in cooperative credit societies. In this part, I have studied about women empowerment through cooperative credit societies. In this table, economic, social, and political empowerment have been studied. For that, 4 variables in each category are applied, and Likers 5 uh, points scale was used to measure it for further analysis. Statistical tools combine mean, combine SD, T and P value are used. Uh, Sixth part is satisfaction of women on participation in cooperative credit societies. It was important to study as to how far participating women are satisfied about their participation in cooperative credit societies. For that, seen in the table, 10 factors used, and for their analysis, Garrett ranking is used. Seventh part, barriers to women participation in cooperative credit societies. Barriers to women participation in credit societies cannot neglected. It has to be and integral part of this study. In all 11 variables were considered and analyzed and reported in the study. These are barriers. Eighth part is problems of women participating in cooperative credit societies. In this part, deals with the issue facing women in various positions, such as directors, employees, and members face 10 different types of problems. The categories are assigned according to the total respondents to the given issues. The category given to each problems helps women to understand the seriousness of the problem they are facing. Hypothesis testing. The fate of research hypothesis depends upon what happens to null hypothesis, as the inferential statistical do not directly address the testable hypothesis. Their null hypothesis have been tested, which are mentioned as sub hypotheses in the present study. First hypothesis is the economic status of women has improved after their participation in cooperative credit societies in Hatkarangle Taluka. This research hypothesis is divided into 7 sub-hypotheses and numbered 1A and 1G, and tested at appropriate location. Sub-hypothesis 1A. There is no significant difference in monthly personal income of sample respondents before and after joining the cooperative credit societies. Second sub-hypothesis is there is no significant difference in monthly family income of sample respondents before and after joining the cooperative credit societies. This sub-hypothesis is tested at alpha level of 0.05 by applying Parity Test. Beforehand to Sharpio will test was done, which reveals that the data is normally distributed. The respective p-value leads to reject the null hypothesis that there is no significant difference between monthly family income of sample respondents before and after joining the cooperative credit societies. The decline, the Gini coefficient indicates that the inequality in respondents' monthly family income has decreased, meaning that respondents monthly family income has increased after joining a cooperative credit societies. Sub hypothesis number 1C, there is no significant difference in monthly personal expenditure of sample respondents before and after joining the cooperative credit societies. The respective data is tested for its normality through Sharpio-Wilk test uh, and Gini coefficient. Sub hypothesis number 1D, there is no significant difference in the monthly family expenditure of respondents before and after joining the cooperative credit society. This sub hypothesis tested through parity test in the light of their respective p value at 0.05 alpha level, the null hypothesis that is rejected. Sub hypothesis number 1E, there is no significant difference in the monthly personal savings of respondents before and after joining the cooperative credit societies. This is tested by parity test and the null hypothesis that there is no significant difference in the monthly personal savings of respondents before and after joining the cooperative credit societies is rejected. Sub-hypothesis number F, there is no significant difference in the monthly family savings of respondents before and after joining the cooperative credit societies. It's also rejected. Sub-hypothesis number 1G, there is no significant difference in investment and household position of respondents before and after joining the cooperative credit societies. The test result reveals that T statistics of women directors is arrived at 12.71 at 390 degree of freedom, and that for women employees at 9.55 at 115 uh, degrees of freedom, for women members at 18.68 at 835 degree of freedom, which is significant at 5% level of significance. This is lead to reject the sub hypothesis. All sub hypotheses are rejected. The evidence presented supports the reached hypothesis number 1, that the economic status of women has improved after their participation in cooperative credit societies of Hatkanangle Taluka. Second hypothesis is the participation of women in cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka has positively affected their social status. This hypothesis is converted into null hypothesis as there is no significant difference in positive impact of participation of women in cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka on their social status. This hypothesis tested by using one-way ANOVA test at 5% level of significance. The test result shows that F statistic 6.34 is significant at 0.05 level of significance with 2 and 42 degree of freedom. This leads to reject the null hypothesis and conclude that there is significant difference in positive impact of participation of women in cooperative credit societies. Hypothesis number 3, the women in different cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka hold the different opinion about their empowerment through their participation in cooperative credit societies. This hypothesis is converted into null hypothesis and divided into 3 sub-hypotheses and denoted by 3A, 3B, and 3C. Sub-hypothesis number 3A, there is no significant difference between the opinion of women directors, women employees, and women members in cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka about their eco-socio-political empowerment through their participation in cooperative credit societies. This hypothesis tested by using one-way ANOVA test, also known as F test, at 5% level significant. The test result shows that F statistic 6.34 is significant at 0.05 level of significance with 2 and 42 degree of freedom. This leads to reject the null hypothesis and concluded that there is significant difference in positive impact of participation of women in cooperative credit societies. Hypothesis number 3B, there is no significant difference between the hypothesis of opinion of women in cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka about their eco-socio political empowerment through their participation in cooperative credit societies. And sub hypothesis number 3C, there is no significant difference between the opinion of women respondents different cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka about their eco-socio-political empowerment through their participation in cooperative credit societies. On the whole, as the examined results revealed by T and P value support the hypothesis number 3, it is accepted. This leads to infer that the women in different cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka hold the different opinion about their empowerment through their participation in cooperative credit societies. Research hypothesis number 4, there is no significant difference in satisfaction level of women directors, women employees, and women members about their participation across sampled cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka. This research hypothesis is divided into two sub-hypotheses numbered as 4A and 4B. This hypothesis tested by Kruskal Wallis test, a non-parametric test, were used to test null hypothesis. Sub-hypothesis number 4A, there is no significant difference in satisfaction level of women directors, women employees, and women members about their participation in cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka. And sub-hypothesis number B, there is no significant difference in satisfaction level of respondents across different types of cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka, their participation therein. This sub-hypothesis is tested with the help of Kruskal Wallis test. For that, the Garrett rank assigned to the data value are used. Kruskal Wallis test results is not significant at p-value at 0.05 alpha level. Therefore, null hypothesis is accepted. It means that the respondents are equally satisfied with respect to various dimensions of satisfaction about their participation in cooperative credit societies. Findings: 4 out of 209 sampled cooperative credit societies are found to have above 100 years standing in the society. Second finding is the majority of women in cooperative credit societies of Hatkanangle Taluka are belong to the higher age group of 41 to 50 years. The third finding is the religion-wise classification reveals that 82% at 82.50% women in cooperative credit are belonged to Hindu religion. And fourth finding is it is found that only 38.12% women in cooperative credit societies belonged to backward class and minority. It is an inadequate representation to social and economical background class of the society. Next finding is out of total 1,343 women, 30%, 30.83% women are engaged in agricultural activities, 24.35% are engaged only in household activities, and 19.88% are employees in private organization, 60.55% 16.75% are semi-government employees, and 8.19% are government employees. Next finding is the experience profile shows that 37.53% women have been associated with cooperative credit societies for more than 7 years, while 16.46% have been associated for less than 3 years. Next finding is 94.71% women reported that they have never experienced by kind sexual abuse at their workplace, and according to 87% women, the workplace environment at sampled cooperative credit societies is good. Next finding is it is found that the average monthly income of women directors has increased by 32.23%, that of women employees by 125%, and of women members by 11.68% after their joining of cooperative credit societies. Among them, women employees are comparatively most benefited in terms of average monthly income after joining the cooperative credit societies. Next finding is regarding average monthly personal expenditure. Their study exposed that after joining the cooperative credit societies, the monthly expenditure of women directors has increased. Uh, Next finding is as regard personal savings of women. The study reveals that there is significant growth in monthly personal savings of women after the joining the cooperative credit society. Next one is the majority of women directors are found to disagree that they are economically empowered. Majority of women directors, 72.38%, have confessed that they are socially empowered. Maximum of women directors are found to agree that they are politically empowered because of their participation in cooperative credit societies. Next one is a majority of women directors reported that their self-esteem and self-image, respect from society, it's highly positively impacted due to their participation in cooperative credit societies, while very less impact on equal opportunity is found respect just by reported just by 12.79 percentage women directors. Next one, maximum women employees are found agreed that their economic empowerment is achieved due to their participation in cooperative credit societies. Regarding social empowerment, 93.10% of women employees have agreed. Next one is maximum women members are found open that their economic empowerment is not achieved due to their association with the cooperative credit societies. Conclusions. First is there are 5 major types of cooperative credit societies. All of them above commanded sustainable public support for the society, irrespective of their size. In short, as there are socio-economic organizations owned by members in Hatkanangle Taluka, the importance of cooperative credit societies is becoming clear. Next conclusion is the cooperative credit societies have not mentioned the equality in the representation of women belong to reserved category and minorities. There is more representation of women belong to forward community than backward community. Only urban cooperative credit societies and wage earners cooperative credit societies have somehow offered more than 40% representation to women belonging to backward category and minority. Next conclusion is agricultural activity is the chief profession of maximum women involved in various cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka, and a very little number of them are government employees. Maximum women directors are housemakers. Next conclusion is the women directors active participation in urban cooperative credit societies, women employees active participation in rural cooperative credit societies, and women members active participation in urban cooperative banks have highlighted their interest in the governance of cooperative credit societies. Next conclusion is, even though majority of women have been associated with cooperative credit societies since a long time, a very few women have been given opportunity to become chairperson of board of directors. However, it is equal appreciable that majority of women employees and uh, appointed on permanent basis and are assigned to skilled job the of clerk cum accountants and cashiers, and some of them are eleva- elevated to the majority cadet. Next conclusion is it is appreciable that majority of women in Hatkanangle Taluka have reached to uh, de- directorship
Sunita ma'am,
in
Sunita ma'am, one request, just go to selective conclusion.
okay,
Don't
okay,
say
sir.
each conclusion. Please.
Okay, sir. The these are selected conclusions, sir. The participation of women in cooperative credit societies in different capacities like directors, employees, and members has led to enhance their personal and family income, though in incremental percentage is low. Next one, in especially after joining the cooperative credit societies, the investment in financial assets and household position of women has demonstration increase through the percentage of growth is petite. Next one is the satisfactory level of safe working environment to at a workplace and following support and respect of from cooperative uh, co-members at workplace have encouraged the women directors to contribute towards overall development of cooperative credit society. Next one is it is appreciable that women members feel the cooperative credit societies as a safe place and find them helpful to raise their self confidence and self image. However, there lacks mutual cooperative cooperation and coherence among members of credit societies. Next one is they do not actively participate and speak in annual general meeting of credit societies. Therefore, many times they are taken for granted in annual general meeting. Suggestions, especially the uh, first suggestion is ATM card facility, safety ring of insurance coverage, and shopping benefits can also be additional existing. Further, such novel practices may be attractive to women depositors and members. Next one is the propensity of women to saving and investment may be properly utilized by the cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka. Next one is the innovative loan products should be specially launched to women, 100% waivers on processing charges of personal loan to women. Next one is they should organize the special program to inform the women about various entrepreneurship schemes of central government for aspiring women. Is that Mudra Yojana, Stand Up India, Startup Funding, etc. Next suggestion is the cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka should adopt the policy of social justice, especially urban cooperative credit societies should increase the participation of women belong to minorities and all types of cooperative credit societies in Hatkanangle Taluka need to increase the involvement of women belong to backward community. Next suggestion is most of the women in the study area have agriculture and allied activities as their chief income sources. Therefore, non-farm activities among women have to be included in order to earn additional income, which will provide them the source for purchase of shares of cooperative credit societies and have membership in them. Improving women's business capabilities and providing protected space for nourishing their business. Next suggestion is higher the level of awareness among the rural women, greater will be the level of their participation in cooperative credits. The cooperative training and education program should address the women's needs and issues in particular.
Okay, madam, wind up now.
Brief.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Close it now. Close it.
Okay.
Finish it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Stop sharing. Stop sharing. Thank you, madam. You have presented an abstract of the thesis which was submitted to Shivaji University under the guidance of Principal Dr. J.S. Patil. Now it is time to pose. Stop sharing. Yes. Now it is time to pose some of the questions which were asked by the another referee for the thesis, that was Dr. Rajendra Dhani. Two questions I am posing before you, which has been asked by him in the report. How you justify your topic of research and area of research, area under your research? How you justify? What is your justification?
This study is micro level and only Hatkanangle level.
What is your
Sir,
justification?
can I explain in Marathi, sir?
Okay, go ahead. If it is possible in English, then it's okay. Otherwise, go for the Marathi.
Huh.
You justify
Uh,
topic of research and area under research. That is his question.
हा स्टडी जो आहे हा मायक्रो लेवलचा आहे. म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये पर्टिक्युलर त्या एरियातल्या महिलांचा जो सहभाग आहे त्याच्यामुळं त्यांच्या इकॉनॉमिकली अँड सोशल अँड पॉलिटिकल इम्प्रुव्हमेंट कसं झालं हे आपण पर्टिक्युलर अभ्यास करू शकतो. आणि हेच जर आपण स्टेट लेवलला अभ्यासलं तर याच्यामध्ये हातकणंगले तालुक्यातले काही एरियाज येतील किंवा काही सोसायटीज फक्त येतील. आणि एरिया जर मोठा केला तर आपल्याला पर्टिक्युलर एरियामधील मायक्रो लेवलवर जाऊन त्या महिलांचा अभ्यास जो आहे तो करता येणार नाही. आणि त्यामुळं मी हा एरिया निवडला.
Okay. One more question is, you have also endeavored satisfaction level. You have
Satisfaction level.
Is it right? So how you have constructed that index and what are your observations? when you applied that tool of analysis? How you constructed that satisfaction level index? And what are your observations when you applied that index? Madam, are you listening
When
to me?
oh yes, yes, sir.
Go ahead, go ahead.
जेव्हा मी डेटा कलेक्ट करायला गेले आणि जेव्हा या महिलांशी माझा संबंध आला, त्यावेळी एम्प्लॉई जे आहेत ते बऱ्यापैकी सॅटिस्फाईड आहेत आणि डायरेक्टर्स जे आहेत ते फारसे सॅटिस्फाईड नाही आहेत. कारण त्यांना त्याच्यामध्ये इन्व्हॉल्व करून घेतलं जात नाही. डिसिजन मेकिंग असेल किंवा काही प्रोग्राम्स असतील तर फारसं त्यांना इन्व्हॉल्व करून घेतलं जात नाही. आणि मेंबर्स जे आहेत त्यांचं पण फारसं सॅटिस्फॅक्शन नाही आहे. कारण त्या फारशा त्याच्यामध्ये पार्टिसिपेट होत नाहीत आणि मीटिंग्ज असतील किंवा काही प्रोग्राम्स असतील तर त्याला पण ते जात नाहीत किंवा त्यांना लोन वगैरे हवं असेल तर तेही कोऑपरेटिव्ह सोसायटींच्याकडून मिळत नाही फार लगेचच.
How you
आपण बॅरियर्स मध्ये बघितले.
constructed that index? How you constructed that satisfaction level index? How you have constructed?
फर्स्ट पहिल्यांदा मी पायलट स्टडी केला त्यावेळी मला थोडी आयडिया आली की ह्यांचं म्हणणं काय आहे आणि कशा बाबतीत त्यांचं सॅटिस्फॅक्शन आहे आणि मग मी ते इंडिकेटर्स तयार केले.
Uh, any participant, any research scholar want to ask question to madam? They are permitted. Anybody wants to ask any question or any comment on what Telsinge madam presented and defended before us? Anybody wants to ask? Anybody has any question on the research which was presented before us by Telsinge madam? Anybody?
Hello,
wants to-
Telsinge madam. Hello, Telsinge madam.
Yes.
When
Yes,
used
sir.
when used Taro Yamini sampling method?
When we know population size
Yes.
size is known, then we this sample method is used.
Yes, yes, yes.
Any more? Anybody wants to ask? Otherwise, I will invite Dr. Subhash Patil. Actually, he is the authority today, along with Dr. J.S. Patil, who has gone through each and every word and line. One more question has been posed by one of the participants. Madam, have you assessed socio-economic conditions of the women participants? That is question which has been posed in the chat box. Have you
Sorry, sir.
examined the socio-economic conditions of your women respondents? Have studied? What are your observations?
Sorry, sir. I am not understand this question.
ज्या स्त्रियांचा तुम्ही अभ्यास केलात त्यांची सामाजिक आर्थिक परिस्थिती अभ्यासली आहे का असा तो प्रश्न होता आणि कशी अभ्यासली आणि तुमची निरीक्षण काय आहेत?
हा, अभ्यासली. इकॉनॉमिकली आपण जे आता मी एक्सप्लेन केलं की त्यांचं देअर इन्कम, एक्सपेंडिचर, सेव्हिंग्ज अँड इन्व्हेस्टमेंट याच्यावरून आपण त्यांचं इकॉनॉमिकली स्टेटस अभ्यासलं की ते पार्टिसिपेट झाल्यानंतर किंवा जॉईन झाल्यानंतर त्याच्यामध्ये काही बदल झाला की नाही. आणि सोशल स्टेटस मध्ये आपण पाहिलं की त्या समाजामध्ये इन्व्हॉल्व झाल्या की नाही. आणि मला असं काही ठिकाणी दिसून आलं की ज्या डायरेक्टर्स वगैरे आहेत की ज्या खरंच पार्टिसिपेट होतात तर त्यांच्या बोलण्यामध्ये किंवा त्यांच्या एकूणच वागण्यामध्ये मला फरक दिसला की जे घरात बसलेले डायरेक्टर्स आहेत किंवा जे इन्व्हॉल्व होत नाहीत त्यांच्यामध्ये आणि ह्या ज्या इन्व्हॉल्व होतात समाजामध्ये तर त्यांच्या एकूणच सगळ्या विचारामध्ये असेल किंवा सगळ्या गोष्टींमध्ये मला फरक दिसून आला.
Okay, may I invite Dr. Subhash Patil to present in brief your observations. Any questions you want to ask to Madam, you can also pose. She will answer. Go ahead, Dr. Subhash Patil. Over to you.
Sir,
Hello, may I audible?
Yes, go ahead.
yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for
Go ahead,
giving
go
an opportunity.
Go ahead.
Before go to the question, I congratulate to Sunita Telsinge madam for
Thank
the
you, sir.
nice presentation. I have some observation to mention the weakness. Initially, I am saying the strength point of the thesis. One is the title of the thesis. Actually, madam has selected only women's cooperative societies for the study. And this is a very important to understand the changing status of the woman in the cooperative sector. As well as madam has reviewed under the chapter review of literature, which is adequate, and she has mentioned a research gap properly. Methodologically, framework is strong and relevant to the problem studied. The collection and arrangement of the data and its interpretation and analytical discussion presented by the researcher is a novel approach toward the banking sector development. Statistical tools have been significantly employed to analyze the data, and results are in alignment. Overall, the thesis appears to be well organized and supported by the various tables, figures, and statistical interpretation.
Thank
And of course, the present research is very useful for the another researchers those are working in the cooperative sector. These are the strong point of this thesis from my side. But I have some question, uh, and that is the limitations of the present thesis. Actually, two questions already raised by the sir as well as the participants. But I am interested to understand. Actually, sir has raised the first question. You have selected the Hatkanangale Taluka for the study. How Hatkanangale Taluka is differ than another talukas in the same Kolhapur districts in context to cooperative sector development? Hello.
You want
sir.
answer from madam, sir?
Ah.
You want answer?
Yeah.
Madam, are you listening to Patil sir?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, respond it.
Am I
Uh,
audible? Am I audible?
Yes.
I am from this area.
Ah,
Can I explain in Marathi, sir?
Okay, go
no
ahead.
problem. No
Go
problem.
ahead.
ओके ओके या तालुक्यामध्ये मी राहते तर तिथल्या महिलांचा या कोऑपरेटिव्ह सोसायटीमध्ये जो सहभाग आहे त्याच्यामुळे त्यांचं काय झालं हे मला अभ्यासायचं होतं आणि म्हणून मी हातकणंगले तालुक्यापुरता हा अभ्यास केलेला आहे.
नाही, ऍक्च्युली मी मराठीतच प्रश्न असा विचारतो की तुम्ही अभ्यासासाठी हातकणंगले तालुका घेतला.
हा
कोल्हापूरमध्ये सध्या किती तालुके आहेत?
26 असतील. सॉरी सर.
हे मॅडम हे माहिती असायला पाहिजे.
सॉरी सॉरी सर.
हा. आणि जर या अनेक तालुक्यांपैकी तुम्ही हातकणंगले तालुका अभ्यासासाठी घेतायत, मगाशी सरांनी तुम्हाला हा प्रश्न विचारला की त्याचं शास्त्रीय दृष्टिकोन जस्टिफिकेशन कसं द्यायला पाहिजे. म्हणजे इतर तालुक्यांपेक्षा हातकणंगले तालुका विशेषतः कोऑपरेटिव्ह सेक्टर मध्ये कुठल्या अंगाने वेगळा आहे म्हणून तुम्ही हा तालुका निवडला. तुम्ही तिथले आहात हे काही जस्टिफिकेशन होऊ शकत नाही. हे जस्टिफिकेशन नाही.
याच्यामध्ये
ते आमची सोय होऊ शकते.
कोऑपरेटिव्ह सर एक्सप्लेन करते मी. याच्यामध्ये खूप जुन्या कोऑपरेटिव्ह क्रेडिट सोसायटी आहेत आणि इथं कोऑपरेटिव्ह सोसायटींची संख्या पण जास्त आहे.
ओके. ॲज कम्पेअर टू अदर्स
अदर तालुका.
ओके. It means Hatkanagle Taluka is in rank 1 in Kolhapur district in context to cooperative sector. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. One question raised by the participants, and which was very nice question. You have selected, you are going to there is a two objective. One is to understand the economic status and another is a social status. You explain so many indicators regarding to the economic status, but I am interested to understand what parameters you have chosen to understand the social status of the specific groups.
Social
Madam, are you listening?
status.
Madam?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, answer it. Answer question.
Which parameter you have selected to understand the social status of the woman in the banking sector?
No.
According
1
to
minute.
your you have selected one only religion. That is not a sufficient. Along with the religion as well as caste, there are education is very important indicator. Those shows the social status. I am
हा
interested to
हे
understand.
हे आहे
Yeah.
त्याच्यामध्ये सर. हा इंडिकेटर आहे त्याच्यामध्ये.
ओके ओके. मी हे जाणून घेण्यात उत्सुक आहे मॅडम, की जेव्हा तुम्ही अभ्यासासाठी जो टार्गेटेड ग्रुप आहे, ज्यामध्ये डायरेक्टर आहेत, संचालक, एम्प्लॉय म्हणजे इथे काम करणारे कर्मचारी आहेत, आणि मेंबर्स ऍज अ मेंबर्स म्हणून तुम्ही कोणाचं सिलेक्शन केलं? ऍज अ मेंबर सभासद म्हणून कोणाचं सिलेक्शन?
जे डिपॉझिटर्स आहेत ते
ओके
आणि कर्जदार आहेत त्यांचं सिलेक्शन केलेलं आहे.
ओके. काय सभासद आणि कस्टमर्स म्हणजे स्पेसिफिकली बँकिंग कस्टमर्स दोघं वेगळे आहेत की सारखे आहेत?
सारखेच आहेत. सभासद
दोघंही
झाल्याशिवाय
सभासद आणि
हा ठेवी ठेवलेले पण लोन न काढलेले आणि लोन काढलेले असे 2 सभासद, 2 प्रकारचे सभासद.
शेअर्स होल्डर? शेअर्स होल्डर
शेअर होल्डर आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये.
बरं. सभासदांमध्ये
की ज्यांनी
प्रामुख्याने 2 आहेत. सभासदांमध्ये प्रामुख्याने 2 आहे. एक नाममात्र सभासद असतात आणि भागधारक सभासद. काय या दोघांची डेफिनेशन करता येईल? व्याख्या सांगता येईल का?
नाममात्र सभासद हे शेअर खरेदी केलेले. आणि दुसरा कुठला म्हटला सर? सॉरी.
भागधारक सभासद.
हा शेअर होल्डर म्हणजे आपण शेअर्स घेतलेले आणि भागधारक म्हणजे तेच पुन्हा.
ओके. ऍज ए कस्टमर साइड म्हणून मागूया. ऍज ए कस्टमर पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू, व्हॉट आर द satisfaction level of the customers those engaged in the cooperative sector?
ते फारसे सॅटिस्फाईड नाही आहेत. कारण त्यांना गेल्या गेल्या लगेच लोन सँक्शन होत नाही. कारण त्यांच्याकडं मी बॅरियर्स मध्ये ते सांगितलेलं आहे थोडंफार, की त्यांच्याकडं ॲसेट्स त्यांच्या नावावर वगैरे नसल्यामुळं त्या काही करणार असतील तर त्यांना लोन सँक्शन होत नाही. पटकन लोन मिळत नाही त्यांना.
ओके. ओव्हरऑल जे फिगर आपण पाहतोय कोऑपरेटिव्ह सेक्टर मधलं, ॲज कम्पेअर टू जनरल बँक्स, वुमन्स बँक्स आर मोर सक्सेस इन कोऑपरेटिव्ह सेक्टर. As compared to general banks, women's banks are more success in banking sector. What are the reasons behind this?
लोकशाही तत्वावर कोऑपरेटिव्ह क्रेडिट मध्ये व्यवहार होतात किंवा लोकशाही तत्वावर त्या चालतात आणि इथं पर्सनली
त्या सगळ्याच चालतात, त्या सगळ्याच चालतात. माझा प्रश्न असा आहे की जर आपण तुमच्या कोल्हापूर जिल्ह्यात देखील कोऑपरेटिव्ह सेक्टर खूप अग्रेसिव्ह आहे, सक्सेसफुल आहे. इतर क्षेत्राच्या दृष्टीने कोऑपरेटिव्ह सेक्टर मधल्या इतर संस्थांच्या दृष्टीने महिला ज्या संस्था आहेत, महिला सहकारी ज्या संस्था आहेत, ते जास्त यशस्वी झालेल्या दिसतात. तर त्याच्या मागची कारणं काय? त्याच्या मागची कारणं काय?
नाही सॉरी.
ओके. तुमच्या फाइंडिंग मध्ये एक 23 नंबरचं फाइंडिंग आहे. त्यात असं तुम्ही म्हटले की वुमन्स डायरेक्टर अँड वुमन्स मेंबर आर डिससॅटिस्फाईड in context to economic empowerment. In context to economic empowerment, women directors and women members. What are the reason behind this? Why not they satisfied?
कोण कोण म्हटलं सर?
वुमन्स डायरेक्टर आणि मेंबर्स, संचालक मंडळ आणि सभासद.
संचालक मंडळातल्या महिलांना जे कोऑपरेटिव्ह सोसायटीच्या बाबतीत जे मीटिंग मध्ये वगैरे डिसिजन घेतात त्याच्यामध्ये सहभागी करून घेतलं जात नाही आणि 2 महिला नियमाने डायरेक्टर बोर्डामध्ये असावेत इतपतच महिलांना तिथं सहभागी करून घेतलं जातं. डिसिजन मेकिंग मध्ये किंवा प्लॅनिंग मध्ये फारसं त्यांना सहभागी करून घेतलं जात नाही.
ओके. In post-COVID period, in post-COVID period, what are the future of the women's cooperative sector?
इतर संस्थांचं किंवा इतर यांचं जे झालेलं आहे की त्यांना अनेक प्रॉब्लेम्सना सामोरं जावं लागले. त्याच पद्धतीनं यांना सुद्धा अनेक प्रॉब्लेम्सला सामोरं जावं लागले.
ओके. कारण तुम्ही तुमच्या अभ्यासासाठी 18 आणि 19 हे 2 वर्ष निवडलेत आणि त्यानंतर कोविड आला.
हो.
आणि कोविड नंतरच्या काळात जर ओव्हरऑल बँकिंग सेक्टरच जिथं मागे पडलं, त्या बाबतीत तर कोऑपरेटिव्ह सेक्टर बऱ्यापैकी यशस्वी झालं असेल, कारण तो ग्लोबल प्रॉब्लेम आहे. जर यातनं बाहेर पडायचं असेल किंवा अजून वुमन्स कोऑपरेटिव्ह सेक्टरला जर स्ट्रॉंग करायचं असेल तर तुम्ही काय स्ट्रॅटेजी सुचवा?
महिलांच्या मध्ये अवेअरनेस निर्माण केला पाहिजे की त्यांनी त्याच्यामध्ये इन्व्हॉल्व व्हावं. अनेक उद्योग वगैरे सुरू करावेत. अनेक योजना आहेत गव्हर्नमेंटच्या. त्या योजना सहकारी संस्थांच्या मार्फत त्यांच्यापर्यंत जर पोहोचवल्या तर त्या पुन्हा कोऑपरेटिव्ह क्रेडिट सोसायटींच्याकडे अट्रॅक्ट होतील.
ओके.
त्यांच्यासाठी आहेत योजना त्या.
बरं, सहकार क्षेत्रातला लेटेस्ट कायदा सांगता येईल का? सहकार क्षेत्रातला
नाही सॉरी.
Okay, sir.
आपण ज्या फील्ड मध्ये काम करतो.
As today's Viva is concerned, we as a committee for Viva for Dr. Sunita Telsinge madam, she presented well. Questions were posed. She tried level best. Dr. Subhash Patil presented his observations. Also asked some questions. She tried to answer them. To what extent Dr. Subhash Patil happy, he knows that. But here today we have to wind up this Viva because it's on online. So much longer and much lengthy Viva cannot be undertaken so far as online is there. So we as a committee
Okay.
for Viva Telsinge madam, already 3 experts have examined thesis and all have given positive reports. So far as performance is in Viva is concerned, okay, it is fine. She presented well. She tried to defend whatever the question asked. So we as a committee recommending to the Shivaji University to accept thesis of Telsinge madam for PhD degree in economics under the Faculty of Humanities. Let us congratulate Telsinge madam. May
Thank
I
you, sir.
call upon Principal Dr. J.S. Patil sir to propose vote of thanks. And after vote of thanks, Viva will be over. It will finish. Over to J.S. Patil sir.
Unmute, sir.
Host has mute.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
audible. Go ahead.
Okay. Today, the PhD online Viva, Telsinge madam has presented very nicely. The chairman of this online Viva, Professor Dr. P.S. Kamble, referee of Professor Dr. Subhash Patil, that more than 45 minutes the Telsinge madam presented, and the subject was, research subject was Women Cooperative Credit, a case study of Hatkani Taluka. And she has defended the Viva on his level. But as the Professor Dr. P.S. Kamble and Dr. Subhash Patil told us that the selection of this research study is very different, because she has studied the woman regarding the economic status, social status, participation, satisfaction level, empowerment. So as a research guide, I am thankful to the referee of the Dr. Subhash Patil. He has been referee. He has observed all the thesis and he has given comment all the, as well as I am thankful to chairman of this Open Defense Viva, Professor Dr. P.S. Kamble sir, and all research student or all faculty, and I am congratulate to Telsinge madam for his presentation of the PhD Viva. So all of you thankful, sir.
So we are closing
Thank you,
today's
sir.
Viva. Thank you one and all. Thank you.